Hi, I'm Aaron.
Can you say your name?
I'm gonna say your name.
Can you say Alex?
Alex. Mama, my mommy, daddy.
Yep. Yes, I'm really excited about adopting another child. Can't wait to add to the family and watch that interaction between the two kids.
Both of us grew up with brothers and sisters, and there's nothing that can replace having a sibling. Despite the age difference or gender or whatever, they're your brother or your sister, and there's nothing that can replace that. So with our first adoption, we got the phone call about a month before Alex's birth mom was due. We got to share a little bit of information, but then we didn't get a chance to meet her until after she delivered. We got to spend time with her and with Alex in the hospital. It was just from the moment we first met him, I mean, he was adorable. It was a blessing also to get to spend a couple days in the hospital, off and on with his birth mom, to talk to her, to get to ask questions, to get to find out a little bit more about her. And so that was really, really good.
So after Alex was placed with us, we continued to send letters, and we sent a DVD with video and pictures to his birth mom. And we actually have an email with her. So we email back and forth at least once a month and try to send as many photos as we can. We do photo books, and whenever she needs something, or if she just emails us and we respond, and anything new we send out to her.
We've talked with Alex about being adopted. I'm not sure how much he has picked up yet. Sometimes when he's going to bed, I'll sing him, some songs, tell him little nice stories, and I've kind of made up a little story about mommy and daddy and his birth mom. I'm not sure how much he's picked up, but we're gonna just keep going with that until when he understands, and maybe when he's got questions. It won't be the very first time the topic has ever come up. I actually have an older sister who was adopted, and she didn't have that experience growing up. She didn't realize that she was adopted until she was a teenager. So I kind of saw firsthand that can be very difficult on a child, and we don't want to have that experience with Alex.
We do have a picture of Alex's birth mom. We have a book that we had put together for Mother's Day that we sent to her. It kind of shows from the time we met, all of us met, and through his first birthday. It's really nice. We talk about him and her and all of us together and our time together.
If we're fortunate enough to be able to adopt a second child, I think we'll go through the same process with telling him as early as we can, showing him pictures of his birth mom if we're able to have them. I think at that point, if we have two different adopted children, it's going to be a topic that you couldn't avoid in our family. It'll be as open, and that'll just be who we are. That is who our family is.
Aaron and I met on a soccer field many years ago, and we didn't exactly get along. He was my first coach, and on the field, we definitely didn't get along. And it wasn't a couple years later, as we got to know one another, we found we had very common interests of cooking and wine, and all of a sudden, there we were.
We've been married
8 years in September. But we've known each other. We knew each other 5 years before then, so we were friends.
We really actually became best friends before we ever dated.
Yeah, everybody thought we were dating.
Well, at one point, the light bulb kind of clicked over my head. It was like straight out of a cartoon. The light bulb went off, and I said, And between the two of us, we have 9 nieces and nephews, siblings, parents, and it's been really fun to watch, especially my parents. And my nieces and nephews are all older, so they haven't had a grandchild in the home for quite a few years, and a young grandchild in the home. And my mom was over the moon to meet Alex. They spoil him, of course. What do grandparents do? And aunts and uncles, except for spoil. Probably his favorite thing to do, go to the park with his cousins. They watch over him, they're protective, just like big brothers and sisters, but they love to play with him too.
We have a lot of friends, and a lot of them have children. We all had children about the same time. They have just been over the moon for him, giving us clothes, coming to see him. No one has ever not accepted him as our child, and they were just ecstatic. And they're all supportive of the second adoption. They've been through the process again with us.
Okay, well done. I think our friends are just about as anxious as we are to see another addition to our family. And of course, my parents and my family are just as anxious as well. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.